Redneck.
Hey guys, it's me, the home cooking hunter. I know it's been a long time, so in light of that, I'm gonna bring back an oldie but a goodie. We're doing today country fried steak. Now, the very first episode I ever did was country fried steak with a cream of mushroom gravy. But this one is one of my favorites. It's similar to a chicken fried steak, and it's my favorite way to prepare venison. Now, if you wanna come over here, I'll show you. I started out with a 3-ounce steak. Weighed it out, that's about 3.2 ounces, something like that. And that's what turns into this size steak. Once you use a tenderizing mount, just bang that stuff out. So, what we're gonna do today, we're gonna do a dredging station. We've got flour, and we've got egg, that's 3 eggs beat in with a little bit of milk. And then over here we've got our seasonings. Seasonings you're gonna use, me, I like to use garlic powder, paprika, sea salt, and pepper. Now, here's the kicker. I get all my spices from AsheryCountryStore.com. It's a Amish website, and they are very fresh spices. If you want to look at this garlic powder, it looks like flour. So, and it's very poignant. It's very potent. So, you don't have to use as much of it as you would if you went to like a grocery store and bought the regular garlic powder. So what we're going to do first, I'm going to season my flour here. Oh, the other thing, the paprika. This is Hungarian paprika, and I like it because it actually has a good smell and a good flavor to it. Regular paprika that you get at the grocery store is more for color. So it just brings a good color to the, the breading. It brings a good color to the breading, but I like the Hungarian stuff because it does have good flavor. But if you don't use it, hey man, it's still cool. But use paprika in your flour mix. I'm gonna start off with the paprika. We're gonna just sprinkle it in there. You can be generous with this stuff too, because you're not getting all of it on there. Next, garlic powder. I like a lot of garlic, so once you try it, you'll get your taste down. Next, wipe my hands off here. Some sea salt. And last, pepper. Pepper! Get some pepper in this mess. It's country fried steak, man. Pepper it up. Put some pepper in there. Okay, so now we got this done. Grab my whisk. We're going to just turn this flour around. So now we do our dredging. It goes like this: egg, flour, egg, flour. Our first piece of meat. Dip it in the egg. And guys, we're cooking here, so you're gonna get your fingers dirty. Hello, darling. Alright, take that and just roll it around in the flour. Then I'll take these back off. And right back into the egg. Roll it around, get a nice coat. See the flour's still on there. Throw it back in. Okay, so we just finished doing our dredging station, or I like to call the double dip, which is the only time that is acceptable, by the way. And I'm gonna leave the steaks in here and get the flour nice and packed on them. I've rolled them around and I've pressed it in. And while these are sitting here, I'm gonna preheat my oil. So I'm going to start the oil off. I'm going to just put it up here on about 8, which on my oven is on the medium high. Oh, and while that's waiting, Just like in the very first video I ever did on YouTube. Apple pie moonshine. Mmm. Tastes good. Okay, so I think our oil is about ready. And one way you can check that, if you got you a nice wooden spoon, come over here. You stick that in right there. You see all them bubbles start to form around it? That means it's pretty much ready. And you can hear it actually starting to boil a little bit, or sizzle a little bit. So we'll get our tongs here and slowly put it in the oil. Last time I did, or not last time, the first video I did, I burnt the crap out of my fingers and my wife's eyeballs. So go watch it if you want to see that mess. There we go. Find the other two in here. Beautiful. This is about the right amount of oil. I don't like to make them swim. I don't like it to be over the top. So I just get it to where it's about halfway or just barely to the tippy top of the steak. It's about a 1/4 inch of oil. Canola people. Keep them arteries or that belly slam. So how I know these are ready to flip, because they're very thin, so they're not going to take very long, is when the blood starts to come to the surface of the meat right here, and you can see where the skin is starting to fry up to the top here. That's when I know I'm ready to flip them. The second thing is, once you flip these suckers, this oil's been heating on that medium high the whole time, you're going to want to kick that down to a medium low. So I'm going to about that 6 right there. Alright, so now you gotta flip these things one more time. So beginning, blood starts coming to the surface, we're gonna turn them over, turn the heat down. Second time, blood starts coming to the surface, give it about 2 minutes, flip them one more time. Look at this baby. Look at these suckers. Nice, crisp, clumpy. Okay, so after you flip it that last time, I wasn't ready. This is when you go into go mode. We gotta make our gravy, okay? So be ready for this, because we're gonna take these off, and then we're gonna start the gravy process. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this preheated on a kind of on a low setting. Probably about on your oven between 3 and 5. Steaks are done here. This bigger one, when you're making these, try to make them about the same size, because it throws like cooking times. And this one I made a little thicker for me, and you can see where the blood's still coming out a little bit. So I'm gonna let that cook just a minute longer, and I'm gonna start on the gravy. Now, gravy, really easy, but gravy's your best friend. If your best friend had a broke leg was being chased by a grizzly bear, would you leave him? Maybe. But the idea is to never leave your best friend. So we're going to pour a little flour in here. Okay? Then we're going to add some milk. Generous amount of milk. There we go. Then we're going to add our seasonings. I like some more garlic. Not a whole lot. Some salt. Not a whole lot, because you've already salted and garliced this steak over here. Let me get this off. Now, we've got garlic, we've got salt. Main ingredient in a good white gravy is pepper. Couple of pinches of pepper. There you go. Then get your whisk and go to town. Start whisking it up. And as you whisk, and it heats up, it's going to start to thicken. Like I said, never leave the gravy. Just keep moving it around. As soon as you leave it, and go watch The Voice, you're going to ruin your gravy. It's going to turn into porridge. Some people like to use the grease, a little bit of the grease, and the gristle from the steaks, which is very good. But I find if you're just starting this, to do this, that the skillet is a little too hot. And you can tend to make a lot of gravy that's really thick. So when you're making your gravy, I start off with about a cup and a half of flour and add the milk to make it, you know, to thin it out. And I just add flour and milk, you know, per the consistency. You want to get it looking something like this right here, man. Nice batter type look. Because the longer it sets, the thicker it's going to get. So, that's it, man. We're ready to try this sucker out. Now, it being venison, I like it to be, you like to eat venison at a good medium rare. Some of you say, well, I don't like it little pig, but that's the best way to eat the venison, so it's not like you're eating a shoe. So, what am I doing? I got a fork and a knife right here. So I'm gonna get a little bit of this gravy. Fork. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, woo! Woo! It is hot. Wow, God! All 150 bucks. Oh. Guys, that is freaking delicious. That's the best way for me that I love to eat venison. And this is one of my favorite meals. It's easy and it's quick. A good stick to your bones meal on a cold day. Come in, get you some country fried deer steak. Chicken fried, if you want to call that. Guys, thanks again for watching. I appreciate it. I know it's been a long time and I've got plenty more coming. You can subscribe to me on YouTube, like me on Facebook, and follow me on Instagram. Once again, I'm the Home Cooking Hunter. Thanks for stopping by. Even though my tongue about burnt off, it's still good. Delicious. It's cooled off enough now. You like what you see? You like what you see? You like